All right, now take a look over here. Do you see this big screen in center? Let's name
Mm-hmm.
it as, I'm gonna pick up a text box. All right, name
Do I
this.
have to follow you along? Should I
Oh
follow you along?
no, you just say
Okay.
it to me and I'll just explain you about some basics.
Okay.
And the same thing over there with on your computer. So let's say I'm gonna give you some labels and it's gonna be really helpful, I'll say, for you to know. So let's say this A, the center one, is your scene view, which you can change with the game as well. For
Okay.
example, take a look. This is a scene view where you develop your game, make some changes, do the editing, just like what you do on Roblox or any other game engine. And this is the game view, which lets you play the game and let you know how it's going to look when your game is running. Good?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Step number
It
two.
looks kind of like Roblox, to be honest, like the base plate and
It's
all that.
like, it's 60% similar to Roblox video. So
Yeah, it looks like Roblox Studio.
exactly. Actually, Unity was much more is much more popular, but Roblox Studio is really simple to learn and develop games faster. So if you know Roblox, this is going to be like 70% easier for you to begin your learning.
Okay.
That's just seen on game view, what you usually have it in Roblox or any other game engine. Now, do you see the inspector view? Or you can name
Mm-hmm.
this thing as properties. Okay. Now the properties, you know what they do? It's just like, uh, let's say you click on the object or you click on any character, and as soon as you click on the character, the properties view will tell everything about it: the color, the name, the possession, the rotation, everything together. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Step number three. Do you see this here? The hierarchy would say we have sample scene, main camera, directional light. Okay, we can name this as a family tree. Like things you're adding in your game, they come usually into each other. For example, we have a big house. So the big house is a model, which is the head of the family. And then you have the bedroom, the garage, you have the living room, and all these things are like the childs of that room. Now, inside that child, the child is also a parent of something else. For example, inside bedroom, you have the couch, the bed, the computer set, all together. So they are the childs of the bedroom. So this is like the family tree. You have the big, smaller, the smaller, the smaller, the smallest. Got the idea? So everything
Mm-hmm.
you add in your game is usually coming up inside a family tree, or you can say like hierarchy. So it's like a one into the other. Good. And this thing, I'm just gonna keep it D, and you can name this thing as your game folder management. Good. That means
Mm-hmm.
you can organize your scripts, you can organize your models, you can organize your map, you can organize your players, all the other stuff. So far, so good.
Yep.
All right. So over here,
Can I come back?
to rotate things and to move your player, do rest of the things, scale it bigger, change the positions and everything together.
Yeah.
So far, so good with all of this thing.
Yeah.
And this thing is just the view to see all your files. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Three buttons here, which are called as play and pause, basically, which is, you can play, test your game key while you're developing it. Good.
Wait, I have a question. After you download this, could I take a screenshot?
Oh, I'll send you everything. Don't worry. I'll
Okay.
send you the
Okay.
video. I'll send you the video of it as well. So far, so good with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next thing we're gonna do here, let me just clear all of this, and I think I don't need anything. What are we gonna do next? I'm gonna add a very single thing. But before you begin with that, by default, you need to give us two things. That is the main camera here and directional light. Well, you don't need to worry about them for now. It's basically a very starter tools, and a main camera tells you how your game is looking or how the scene is going to be set into your game. For example, when you play your game, the main camera is going to be the angle of you your player is going to be facing. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Step number three. Now we're going to be adding a game object. So if I click over here, like on top there, you don't need to do anything now. I'm going to let you do it right after me. So just follow up. Okay. So I'm going to click on game object and I'm going to go to 3D object and add a simple cube there. Now there we see the cube is there in the center. And if I click on the main camera, you can see a tiny window here, which is showing how the cube is looking in the game mode. That means
Oh, wow, that looks cool.
it's going to look like this. Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple. That's basically nothing now. It's just like a good start. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually get a right view to my cube. It's not looking really good that way. So first, let's just jump into the cube. Just like Roblox or any other game engine, if you select the part you need, okay, from the hierarchy or the family tree view, and hit the F key from your keyboard, you're gonna zoom into that like this.
Mhm.
Step number
Okay.
three. Step number four now, it's going to be really important. By default, everything is from basics, but let's say you messed up. While rescaling, you don't know where you were going, and you scale it to some place very
To be honest, this is like very similar to Blender as well. So this is
yeah, the game development engine, not just Blender, even you do it Unreal Engine or you do it any other game engine, they are all following the same pattern. That's because, like you do coding, when you do Python, Java, JavaScript, they are similar, right? They have the same
yeah,
condition, variables, function. Even here, we will be learning C Sharp, and C Sharp programming language is also similar to JavaScript. So you're doing something similar. You're not doing
yeah,
something out of nowhere just because for developers, you start with one coding thing, other gets quite easier. So I'm gonna bring it
yeah.
to
So I just want to say that in Blender you can make models and import them into your game, and there's this thing called mixammo.com, and there's like animations there that you can use for your characters, and they're really cool. So yeah.
you can bring your Blender models to your Unity game.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I've just been focusing on like making models, and it's really cool. So you can make custom models like that cube. You can make like a couch or whatever and put it in there.
wow, that's interesting. So can you share with me some of your cool models you've got? Maybe I can use it for some.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know how to share them in Google Classroom because they're
Oh,
like dot blend because they're
oh,
Blender
send
models.
me email. That's gonna be better.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do next. Now I'm gonna right click over here and say reset. So transform is the word called to rotate things and manage things. So I'm gonna right click over here, say reset, automatically brings in the center. Okay,
Hmm.
I got this thing just to make you know like how things are going. Well, I was thinking the same controls for all the game engine. Go forward, go front, use the mouse scroll. For that, you have the editing tools here. So if you want to move, you use this one. If you want to rotate, you use this one. You want to scale, you use this one. So it's pretty simple, actually. Cool.
Hmm.
Now, it's a little bit interesting. Now, if you see a camera here, it's looking, like this. In your game, you have such view, such